Let's see. We doing things. We a corporation.
All right, Cam. First questions from Rod Walker.
Hey, Cam, you were in the young quarterback space all game long. What was it like just going up against a guy you'd never seen before?
Look, we watched some film last minute, like everybody else does. I think defensively, our unit was strong in terms of everybody doing their job. We knew, we were going to face a lot of wildcat, a lot of runs. And I think, when it comes down to it, the way the way they came into the game, knowing that they're going to have to put the ball on the ground, that's something that we knew we'd have to put our strongest step forward. And so we just kept on knocking. Our DB showed up big time every time we passed it. I mean, we had 2 interceptions. 2? I mean, we should have had 2 more. I think our D-line play was stout in terms of setting edges. And our linebackers, of course, we talk about Quan, you talk about Double D coming downhill. They're coming down with the best of them. And so, honestly, we knew what it would take. It would take the whole defense, and it was a defensive unit win this game.
How late were y'all up watching film on this guy?
You'd have to ask Double D on that. I'm going to focus on the runs, and my part is easy. Now, Double D breaks down film a lot longer than I do. I need to know how my guys react to us. But I think we had a great game plan in beforehand when we were preparing for one of the regular 3 Denver quarterbacks, and then of course this happened, and so we got to make some makeshift changes.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Cam, I think maybe people would have allowed an excuse if you guys wouldn't have been focused for this game, but it seemed like you guys were pretty locked in despite the fact that they were starting a practice squad receiver at quarterback. So what does that say about the kind of group you guys have assembled?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, we only have 16 opportunities, and each opportunity is more important than the last one because it's the next one, and that's the way we look at it. With every opportunity, we have to go ahead and put our best step forward. We have to try to ascend from beyond the level of play that we did last game. And when it comes down to it, again, I think the way our defense took to it, you talk about, Jack Rabbit getting that interception. I mean, Sean had one in his hand and literally dropped it. I'm going to keep on making fun of him. He owes us one. Chauncey, of course, got one. And then you talk about Quan picking up that fumble was huge for our defense. We got to keep on rallying and try to ascend each and every week.
Next one's from Amy Just.
You touched on how kind of weird the last 24 hours have been. Have you, as a player, had a lead up to a game quite like that and just the unknown going into it?
Look, it's 2020. Everybody knows 2020, you don't know what's going to go on. That is worst case scenario. I'm sure the only one that has plans for that would probably be Sean. I feel like Sean's ready for every situation. But yeah, I mean, for them to go out there and still try and compete with us who have been rolling the last, 6 or 7 games and trying to put together a stout defense each and every time we take the field. It was impressive for Denver to go out and try and run the way they did. And I think they ended up getting over 100 yards on that. So that's something we got to improve on the last couple of plays.
Last one's from Doug Mouzon.
How long would you say it took you to sort of figure out what they had and what they were going to be doing? To take a couple of series before the unknown was?
No. You've heard me say it plenty of times before. It's not about them. It's about what we do. What we knew going in is that we would all have to do our jobs, and the defensive line relied on the linebackers, and our defensive front 7 relied on the secondary. It all goes hand in hand this game. This was everybody hand in the pot on how to stop the run and play our sound defense the way we know how.
All right, I think we're all set. Appreciate it, Cam.
Who dat?